you by the people of Saba Surf.
Hey, my name is Ari, and I'm the owner of SetWave Physical Therapy. So I first started getting surfing through my high school swim team. I think it was like 10th grade. My buddy and I joined the swim team, and then from there just kind of took off. How I got started with physical therapy, I kind of had a few injuries like growing up with my own back, like when I was diving, and then went to a couple physical therapists at first, and it was just kind of whatever. They were like, here, do these exercises. And then after trial and error, it wasn't working. I ended up going to a different physical therapist who was actually really cool. He kind of sat down, explained everything to me, and kind of coached me through what I need to do to get my back to feel better. And after a few sessions, I was feeling great. SetWave Physical Therapy is something that I'm really passionate about. I've been surfing for about half my life, and it's one of my biggest passions. And my other big passion is physical therapy, which I really love the profession and what I do. So finding a way where I can combine both of those things was something that I kind of always had a goal to do. I think there's a niche where surfers don't get the right information or exercises to kind of perform at their best levels. So I started working with a few strength and conditioning coaches and a few surf coaches to try to figure out what they needed and how it would implement to the surfer. So really trying to tie in all those foundations into what I do and make sure that you're moving your best for surfing on your board, off your board, in the water, and out of the water. When you're on the road and you're traveling, you don't have a lot of equipment, there's a few easy exercises you can do to make sure that your hips stay nice and strong. When you're surfing and you kind of let that knee cave in, we call that position knee valgus. You really want to make sure that your hips, which are the main controllers of the femur, are doing their job. So basically you're gonna get into that single leg position, pitch your chest forward, and then from here you really wanna make sure you're not caving in, right? You wanna keep your hips leveled, and then you're just basically gonna try to squat down as low as you can, and then try to come back up and drive. And then you can progress it when you get into this position. Then now you're gonna actively try to turn into your hip joint, and then just try to come up and open up to come out of that position. It'd be a super simple exercise you can do to keep your leg strong. Not only are you going for strength, but you're trying to get those endurance muscles as well. So you just want everything to burn. The other important muscle group you want to make sure is that your rotator cuff muscles and all the muscles around your shoulder blade are getting activated and are strong to get ready to paddle. So from here, we're basically going to come into a quadruped position, or you can go into kind of a tall plank. Push kind of through your shoulder blades so those serratus muscles are engaged. From here, you can kind of grab your water bottle, come back, come forward, and come up. From there, to bias kind of that rotator cuff, you can just bring your arm up and kind of go into these external rotation pulses. Get into this quadruped position. You're going to bring your butt all the way down towards your heels. Your opposite elbow is going to come down to the floor. From this position, your hand comes above your head, or it can come behind your back. What you're going to do is basically try to rotate, kind of pretend like you're staying in a cylinder. You're not deviating left or right. When you're staying in the cylinder, you're just going to kind of twist, 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 twist. Try to go up as high as you can. Hold for 1, 2, kind of back down. Tuck your pelvis in. Really try to squeeze your buttocks muscle and just push your hips and kind of shift forward. From here, you can turn and add some thoracic mobility as well. If that doesn't feel like that aggressive of a stretch, you can just go ahead and grab that leg, kind of come up, squeeze the buttocks, and then
all this stretching has sure made me hungry.
All these different stretches, I like to do them actively so you can start to kind of get some blood flow into those muscles. From here, I really work on kind of the lats, loosening up the lats after a lot of surfing. I'm gonna shift, and then I'll really try to get into some thoracic extension and really loosen up my lats from here. what's next for SetWave? You know, we're still growing. We're just trying to get more and more, you know, more and more people that are willing to kind of take that next step and, you know, want to work with someone who understands surfing. I'm a mobile physical therapist, so you can just go on my Instagram page, SetWave PT, or go to my website, setwavept.com, and then you can always just DM me or text me, and then we can set up a meet. Thank you for tuning in and joining me, Ari, with SetWave Physical Therapy, and Saba Surf for being so awesome. So if you guys have any questions, or if you need any sort of tips for strength training, recovery, or anything injury related, feel free to reach out. You can DM me on Instagram, you can go on my website, and you can shoot me a text. We can get you back in the water ASAP. Thank you.
Sweet.
No.